Hi, it's Mark from Masgram Stuff. Morning guys. I said I'd explain how I did the Terios side panels, the gluing and the cutting and the like, and I forgot, so I just got on with it and did it. So I'm going to show you what I did and how I did it. What you can see in front of you is what I used. So jigsaw, angle grinder, pair of scissors, pencil. The reason the tin of WD-40 is only for reference, really. It's one of the little ditty tins, but what I use for doing corners, because I don't want 90-degree corners, I want something I can draw around so it gets me a good curve. So you can either do something like that or cut round something like that, or pencil round something like that. I'm only using a small piece of ply because ply and wood generally is like gold. It's very expensive. So I'm going to show you the process I use. So that I think will do. So I'm going to use I'll use that, and it'll give us something to cut round. So pencil at the ready, off you go. So it's straightforward. That's finished with, pencil finished with. So as you can see, that's the shape it's going to be. Now the Terios, I did them different shapes, but when I cut the panels out, I duplicated it. So I cut one out and then laid the other one on top and cut it out exactly the same, so as it was the same both sides. Now, a lot of people will just drill holes in there so they can get the angle, get the jigsaw in. The disadvantage of that is that you lose part of your inner panel. And if you're going to have it as a little door like I am on the Terios, then you don't want to be doing that. So what I use is an angle grind, just with an ordinary steel blade. So it'll be noisy for a few seconds. Always use the guard. These are a death wheel. These will kill you. I've got injuries to prove that things are bad with these. So I'm just going to cut a hole. As you can see, there's a nice slice in that, so that makes it easier, same on the other side, easier for the angle grinder. And that ain't too big. That if you use a drill, you're going to get a hole bigger than that. Or you'd have to do lots of little ones and then mess about. That's simple. So I'll cut this out. So that's the piece cut out, which will double as your door for if you want to have doors. Alright, where I put it? Yeah, something like that. So just sand the edge. I have a sander handy, so I'll just do that. So you end up with something a bit like that. So on a grander scale with the Daihatsu Terios. So this is the relatively easy bit. So a bit of spray glue. I use this because there's hardly any left. This is floor-wise, heavy duty carpet glue. And we'll spray this over here, so no Milo. I'll introduce you to Milo in a minute. The glue's not for you. See what side that is? Right, so that's the side you want to show. Now you're meant to wait, I don't know, a couple of minutes or something like that. It's quite warm, so it doesn't really matter, and it seems to be fine like that. So now, obviously, if you're doing a bigger piece, you've got to watch for wrinkles. Now, there's no wrinkles there. If I was folding it over, it'd be something like that, but you know, this is just a scrap piece, so I'm just trying to show you. So, what I found was if I tried to cut it with tried to cut this cloth with a Stanley knife, it tended to tear. So, because the piece that's in the middle is wasted, just made a hole with the scissors. It says. So, these are not my scissors, they're not very good. But just go around the edge. You might have to trim into the corner a little bit because it says 4-way stretch, but it's a bit of a stretch to say it's stretch. You want some nice sharp scissors, but don't tell the wife, because the sharp scissors will not be yours, will they? They'll be hers. The ones you're not allowed to use on your toenails, or for cutting cardboard or anything of that nature. So yeah, you end up with a little hole like that. So yeah, that should do. So what I'll do, I'll just little spray again of glue, both sides. Right, so as you can see, just glued. Stretch it over. Now on the Terios, what I've done, or what I'm in the process of doing, is I'm gluing a piece on the inside of that. So I've gone over by maybe about 10 mil all the way round with the Terios, and then when I glue the new piece on, I'll go up, well, not up to the 10 mil, just over it so that it overlaps it. So that is what you end up with. It's quite neat, and that's what I did with the Terios. So I hope that helps. So you don't have to use an angle grinder or death wheel. I just prefer that because it leaves me with that. So that would be my little door. So that will get probably, I don't know, 5 mil all the way around, just trimmed off with the jigsaw, sanded up, then covered in cloth carpet, couple of plastic hinges, slide bolt, opens and shuts. Now I'll introduce you to Milo. Milo, come and say hello. What's this? Is this me? See, he's a good boy, aren't you? So that's Milo. So that's the lesson for today, I suppose. Yeah, so over and out.